Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever felt like you're just spinning your wheels trying to make a big change?
Oh, definitely. Like maybe you're trying to eat healthier or learn something new.
Exactly. Or even just, be more productive and then you find yourself right back where you started. All those good intentions just kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
What if the secret isn't about massive willpower, these dramatic overhauls? What if it's something way more subtle? Today, we're taking a deep dive into James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. It's really become a cornerstone for understanding habit formation.
It really has. And personal growth, too. It's shifted how a lot of people think about self-improvement.
Totally.
And what's really compelling, I think, about Clear's work is that he goes beyond just like simple tips.
Right.
He gives you this practical, pretty solid framework for rethinking behavior itself. It's more about transforming your identity, not just your actions.
Exactly. So, our mission here with this deep dive is basically to pull out the most potent insights from the book, give you a shortcut, really, to understanding how these tiny, consistent changes can actually lead to extraordinary and lasting results in your life.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Let's start with that core idea. Clear introduces. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement.
Yes. Love that analogy.
And it's not just a nice metaphor, is it? It's like literal mathematical truth. Think about it. Improve by just 1% each day.
Just 1%. Seems tiny.
Right. But by the end of the year, you're not just, 3.65 times better. You're almost 37 times better.
That's staggering when you put it like that. Exponential growth.
It is. And the flip side is just as stark, isn't it?
Yeah, get 1% worse each day and you basically trend down towards zero. It really challenges that whole idea that you need these massive, dramatic changes for success.
Totally.
It shows how that consistent, small effort stuff you might not even notice day to day really accumulates.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
It does. So for you listening, what small, maybe almost insignificant change could you start today that might compound into something, well, remarkable in a year?
That's a great question. It highlights the power of those micro decisions, but okay, how do we actually make those stick?
The million-dollar question.
Yeah, and Clear brings in this really crucial shift in thinking, the difference between outcome-based and identity-based habits.
Right, so outcome is the what?
Exactly. I want to lose 10 kilos, or I want to write a book. That's the outcome.
Most people focus there.
Right. But Clear argues pretty convincingly, I think, that lasting change comes from focusing on who you wish to become, the identity.
I want to become a healthy person.
Yeah.
Or I am a writer.
Yes, that shift.
And this is where it gets really interesting, I find, because every action you take, he says, is like a vote for the kind of person you believe you are.
A vote. I like that.
Yeah, it's about building up evidence for that desired identity. So instead of just, I want to run a marathon, you start thinking, I am a runner.
How does that actually change things day to day, though?
Well, think about it for yourself. If you identify as a runner, maybe getting out for that run, even a short one, isn't just a task on your to-do list.
It's confirming who you are.
Exactly. It reframes the whole approach. How might that shift from what you do to who you are change your daily choices?
It makes it less of a chore, more of a confirmation. And underpinning all this, Clear talks about that feedback loop, right?
Habit loop, yeah. Cue, craving, response, reward.
Cue, craving, response, reward. Simple but powerful.
Very. Understand that loop, figure out how to tweak it, and you can fundamentally change your behavior.
Okay, so we get the why, the identity, the compounding effect. But the big question for a lot of people listening is probably, okay, but how do I actually do this?
Right. The practical steps.
And Clear delivers there. He gives us this honestly brilliant step-by-step blueprint, the 4 laws of behavior change.
A really practical framework.
Very. So, law number 1, make it obvious.
Make it obvious.
Okay. We often intend to do things, right? But then life happens, it just slips our mind.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, me too. Clear's point is that clarity leads to action. So he suggests things like implementation intentions.
Which means being super specific.
Super specific, not just, I'll meditate more, but I will meditate for 5 minutes at 7 a.m. in the living room. When and where.
Got it. Removes the ambiguity.
Exactly. Another tool is habit stacking. Linking a new habit to one you already do.
Like after I brush my teeth, I will.
Precisely. After I make my morning coffee, I will journal for 1 minute. Tie it to an existing anchor.
Makes sense. Leverage momentum.
And maybe the simplest but hugely effective one, designing your environment. Want to read before bed?
Leave the book on your pillow.
Right, make the cue unavoidable.
It's fascinating how much control you actually have over those environmental cues. It's less about relying on sheer willpower in the moment, and more about setting yourself up for success beforehand, making the good habit the most obvious, easiest path. So think about your space. How could you tweak it? Make that positive habit just jump out at you.
Good prompt. Okay, law number 2. Make it attractive.
Okay, making it appealing.
Yeah, let's be honest, we're much more likely to do stuff that looks appealing, aren't we?
Absolutely, we're wired for pleasure.
So, Clear suggests temptation bundling. Have you heard of this?
I have, yeah. It's where you pair things up.
Exactly. You only let yourself do something you want to do, like watch your favorite show.
While you're doing something you need to do, like exercising.
Yes. Only listen to that podcast while you're doing chores or whatever.
Makes the need to do less painful.
Definitely. And he also really emphasizes the power of your social environment, surrounding yourself with people who already do the things you want to do.
The social influence piece.
Huge. As he puts it, you're more likely to join a culture where your desired behavior is the normal behavior.
Mm-hmm. Find your tribe, basically.
Find your tribe.
So the key takeaway here is really leveraging those natural drives, our desire for pleasure, our need for belonging.
Yeah.
You can make those less fun tasks more appealing by linking them with rewards, or by just being around people who make it seem normal and desirable.
Makes the healthy choice feel like the easy, attractive choice. Which leads nicely into Law 3.
Make it easy.
Make it easy. Friction kills habits. Simple as that.
Any little barrier can derail you.
Totally. The easier something is, the more likely you are to actually do it. So this means reducing steps.
Like laying out your gym clothes the night before.
Perfect example. Remove that tiny bit of friction in the morning. Clear also has the 2-minute rule. Love this one.
The 2-minute rule. Break it down.
Yeah, when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. So instead of, I need to read every night, which can feel daunting.
It's, I'll read 1 page.
Exactly, or I'll put on my running shoes. Just get started. Lower the barrier to entry so much you can't say no.
Makes it almost impossible not to do it.
Right. And don't forget automation. Setting reminders, timers, auto-paying bills. Taking the decision out of it.
Removing the mental load. That's smart. It brings up a good question, though. How much resistance do you, the listener, typically face with new things?
Good point.
Clear's highlighting that often the barrier isn't really motivation deep down. It's just the perceived effort, that initial hump.
Yeah.
So what one tiny step could you remove from a habit you want to build just to make it ridiculously easy to start?
Okay, final law for building good habits. Law 4, make it satisfying.
Make it satisfying, the reward part of the loop.
Exactly. We repeat things that feel good, especially things that feel good immediately.
That immediate gratification piece is key, isn't it? Our brains aren't great at valuing long-term rewards.
Not naturally, no. So we need to manufacture short-term satisfaction. Use reinforcement. Give yourself a small instant reward after completing the habit.
Doesn't have to be huge.
No, just something pleasant. Tracking your habits helps too. Seeing that streak build on the habit tracker gives that little dopamine
Yeah, that visual progress is surprisingly motivating.
hit. It really is. And Clear offers a great mindset rule here. The never miss twice rule.
Yes, consistency over perfection.
Totally. You miss one day. Okay, life happens. Don't beat yourself up. Just make sure you get back on track the next day. Don't let one slip become a slide.
It's such a powerful reframe because often we miss once, feel like a failure, and just give up entirely.
Right, the all or nothing trap.
Yeah, but this rule gives you permission to be human while emphasizing recovery. It's about resilience. Get back on the horse.
Love that.
And it highlights how we can kind of, hack our brain's reward system, make that immediate satisfaction work for us.
Yeah.
And that never miss twice idea is just a brilliant mental model for you listening. Build resilience, recover quickly.
So, okay, those are the 4 laws for building good habits. Make it obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying. What about the flip side? The habits we want to stop.
Breaking bad habits. Just as important.
Clear offers a really neat inversion of the 4 laws. Makes perfect sense.
You basically just do the opposite.
Exactly. To break a bad habit, first, make it invisible. Remove the cues. Get the temptations out of sight.
If you don't see the cookies, you're less likely to crave them.
Right. Second, make it unattractive. Reframe your mindset. Focus on the downsides, the negative consequences, until it genuinely feels unappealing.
Make yourself kind of disgusted by it.
Sort of, yeah. Third, make it difficult. Add friction. Increase the steps needed to do the bad habit. fourth, make it unsatisfying. Create immediate, maybe even slightly unpleasant consequences. An accountability partner you have to pay if you slip up, for instance.
Ooh, accountability with stakes. That works.
It can. So like the phone example, trying to stop checking it in bed, make it invisible by leaving it in another room. Make it difficult maybe with an app that locks it. Make it unsatisfying. Maybe the consequence is just feeling tired the next day and really focusing on that.
It really puts the control back in your hands. So, a practical challenge for you listening. Think about one bad habit you're wrestling with. How could you apply these inversions? Make it truly invisible, unattractive, difficult, or unsatisfying.
Yeah, good exercise. Now, beyond those core laws, Clear touches on some, let's call them advanced tactics, that put everything into perspective.
Like the plateau of latent potential.
Yes, that's such an important concept. He explains that progress often isn't linear. It's often invisible at first.
Right, you're putting in the work day after day.
And seeing nothing, it feels like you're stuck, like it's not working, which is incredibly disheartening.
It is. It's where most people give up.
Exactly. But Clear says that effort isn't wasted. It's accumulating, like pressure building underground, until you hit this breakthrough moment.
That's a great visual. It reconnects to needing patience, right? Trusting the process.
Totally.
For you listening, it means staying committed, even when you don't see the results immediately. Knowing that the work is compounding, even if it's happening beneath the surface for a while.
Trust the system, which links to another idea, the Goldilocks rule.
Finding the just right challenge.
Yeah. Humans need challenges to stay engaged, but they have to be manageable. Not too hard, not too easy.
If it's too simple, you get bored, zone out.
If it's too difficult, you get frustrated, overwhelmed, and quit.
So the insight here is, to stay motivated, you should look for habits or tasks that stretch you just a little bit. Keep you on your toes, but don't push you over the edge. Find that sweet spot for growth.
Makes sense. Keep things interesting but achievable. And the last piece he touches on is accountability and social pressure.
Using our social nature to our advantage.
Yeah, we care what others think, whether we admit it or not. So Clear suggests using them. Join groups where your desired habit is the norm.
Like we talked about earlier, makes it feel natural.
Find an accountability partner, someone you check in with, or even just state your goals publicly. Creates that little bit of external pressure.
It really underscores that social dimension of change. For you, aligning with groups, finding that partner, it provides this powerful kind of natural pull towards your goals. It makes it easier.
Definitely. Now, here's where, for me at least, it gets really transformative. Maybe the most impactful idea in the whole book.
Oh, what's that?
The concept of systems over goals.
Yes, that's a big one. A really big one.
Clear makes this bold statement: forget goals, focus on systems.
It sounds counterintuitive at first, doesn't it? Goals are everything we're taught to focus on.
Right. But he defines goals as the results you want, like write a book, run a marathon.
The destination.
The destination. Systems, on the other hand, are the processes that lead to those results. Your daily writing schedule, your training plan.
The journey, the repeatable actions. And his point is, well, it fundamentally shifts the focus, doesn't it? Goals give you direction, sure, but it's the systems that actually deliver the progress. Day in, day out.
It makes you ask yourself, where do I put my focus? On the outcome or the process?
Yeah, and clear statement, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems.
Wow, that hits home, doesn't it?
It really does. It's such a profound reminder for you, for anyone listening, about where true, sustainable change actually comes from. It's not about wanting it bad enough. It's about having the right process in place.
It's a total reframing.
Yeah.
And it brings us back full circle, doesn't it? At the heart of lasting change, Clear argues again and again, is identity. Your habits aren't just a means to an end, a path to success. They are like a living mirror of who you are becoming every single day.
Yeah. And what's really empowering about this whole framework, I think, is the message that real, meaningful change is possible. And it's not about finding some superhuman willpower. It's about making these thoughtful, strategic adjustments to your environment, your mindset, your daily behaviors. Small tweaks.
Small tweaks, big impact. So, maybe let's try and distill the key takeaways, the nuggets from this deep dive into atomic habits.
Okay, let's summarize.
First, small habits compound. Those tiny 1% improvements add up to extraordinary results over time.
Right, don't underestimate the small stuff. Second, habits reflect identity. Lasting change comes from changing who you believe you are.
Third, change your environment, change your behavior. Make the cues for good habits obvious and the cues for bad habits invisible.
Spot on. Fourth, aim for consistency, not perfection. Use the never miss twice rule. Getting back on track is key.
Crucial. And finally, remember that habits aren't finish lines. They're not things you achieve and then you're done.
No, they're lifestyles, systems you integrate into your life.
Exactly. Systems for living.
So maybe a final thought to leave everyone with. As you think about the small changes you could make, consider this. If your current habits are, as Clear says, a vote for who you are,
Yeah.
what kind of person are you actively voting to become every single day with those little actions?
Wow. That's a powerful thought to end on. Really makes you reflect. We definitely encourage you to reflect on these insights. Maybe pick just one law, one concept from today, and see how you might apply it in your own life this week.
Even a tiny step.
Even a tiny step.
Yeah.
All right, until next time, keep digging deeper